Hello guys. Today I'm gonna be making some pasta. I have been told several times that I should probably try to make some videos for some of the stuff that I make. So let me just give you guys a little bit of backstory on what I usually do here. Right now I'm making some pasta. It's been sitting in there for a good few minutes, but I might leave it in a little bit longer. I don't always follow directions, so I advise that you guys probably follow the directions if you don't really know how to cook, or just don't follow me whenever I cook, because I don't always go by directions. But for right now, I'm making the pasta. I'm going to be having some red sauce with it. It's going to be over here cooking separately, and I'm going to put it in as soon as I put these noodles back in the pot from redoing them. So this is our closet. This is the sauce that I'm going to be using. I don't know if I think that I'll only use one, but if I have to use another one, then I will. But yesterday I made the same thing, and there was a bunch of excess sauce. So I'm thinking of just using one, but I'm not really sure yet. There's going to be pauses in between this video, so I can set my phone down, and I won't be like, oh, well, you know, I'm going to keep talking and talking and talking in between the videos. Okay, so basically what happens with the noodles is that you put it in there. This is what I usually do. Some people don't do this or whatever. I don't know. But this is how I was taught to do it. I don't have any meat or anything to go with it because I didn't get anything out. I didn't even plan on making anything, but I just decided to make something. So I'm going to clean out the sink. I'm probably going to use this one because it's closer. I'm making a video for my cooking. I have this over here. My cousin just did the dishes.
I'm gonna save these because I was so.
What are you doing, Colt? So, I kind of just do that. I usually do wash my hands after this, so you guys make sure that you wash your hands before you do any of that. My hands are already washed, by the way.
Look at that, babe.
What'd you say?
Look at those big.
Oh, yeah.
Big stacks of macaroni.
Yeah, there's a bunch of macaroni. I might make macaroni later. I don't freaking know. I feel like cooking today. You guys also might see me in a second probably making like some muffin thing because I kind of want to make muffins now. Well, not really muffins. You guys will probably see what I'm talking about. But I'm going to turn the camera off real quick so I can do these noodles because I can't. Usually whenever I'm checking the noodles, I just stick my hand in there and figure it out. But yeah, you probably shouldn't do that. But my hands are clean, so I'm not really worried about it. But just be careful if you do that because unlike me, you know what? I got a better idea to do that. Oh crap.
I want to go get the Play-Doh.
Give me a second. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do right now. I never even thought about doing this. So basically you just take a few of the noodles out, you leave them there for a second to cool down or whatnot. Because I want to make sure that these noodles aren't too hard because it's a consistency that I had them yesterday. I took them out a little bit early because the last time I made this stuff before yesterday, I was scared that I would overcook them. I'm going to leave them in there for a good 2 extra minutes. And they should be done. But they were this consistency right here, the ones that I made yesterday. Which, it's not bad, but it should be in there just a little bit longer. And I'm going to go get the sauce now, so I'm going to pause the video, and it's probably going to be paused until I get everything else set up. Here you go. Okay guys, so first of all, I just took the noodles off. I'm waiting a little bit for this to heat up. I couldn't put all the sauce in there. So whenever you guys have sauce, I usually stick it upside down so I can put more in it. But that's not going to be a very big problem. So I have the noodles over here. I'm just going to put them back in the pot. Hold on. I just choked on my spit somehow. Anyways, I don't freaking know. Anyways, so a lot of people wash their noodles. I'm probably gonna do that in a second. and then put them back in. And then whatever sauce that I have over here, I usually add things to it, but I don't have the time to do it because I want to add it as soon as I get the noodles in the pot. Sorry, you guys. I'm not coughing towards the food, by the way, if you guys were concerned about that. Never cough towards your food, no matter if it's just right now or, okay. Like, don't cough towards the food at all. Even if it's just a brief cough or a sneeze or whatever, turn away from your food, please. That is disgusting. Nobody wants your germs inside of their food. Anyways, I'm gonna pause the video again. I'm really sorry that there's a bunch of pausing in here, but it would be very boring if there was a very long video of me just ranting and talking and other stuff in the background. Okay, so now you guys see that I have the noodles. You're not always gonna get all the noodles in, so like you guys see these because they pack up together while they're in there, which is why I kind of like to immediately drain them out and then put them in the pot, but I didn't do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour this in there. Now I don't have all the sauce in there. I still have other sauce that I have to put in there, and I'll put the spices and stuff in there after. So I'm gonna pause it again and okay. So I'm gonna pause it again and put the sauce in there real quick, and then I'll show you guys the consistency and stuff, and I'm gonna show you what spices that I put in mine. Okay guys, so quick thing. First of all, I forgot to mention a few things. So whenever you're cooking your pasta, make sure to put a little bit of salt in it. Second of all, whenever you have a pot like this and there's a bunch of food at the top, don't put all the sauce in there at once. I learned that the hard way whenever I was actually making spaghetti once. That was not fun, okay? Especially because it's it expands. No! I'm doing something! Oh god. I'm really sorry. I babysit around this time, so that's why you're hearing a bunch of background noise. Anyways, yeah, it's just my cousins, by the way, so it's cool. But, yeah. I have this stuff here. You guys obviously see that the sauce is mixing pretty well. It'll look better whenever all the sauce is in there, but, yeah. I'm gonna stick a little bit of sugar in this because I'm probably not gonna get it very well in here. So basically what you do is a lot of people, like my cousins, were shocked whenever they first saw me cooking in here and saw me adding sugar. So I don't add that much, but I have acid reflux, I'm pretty sure. And my sister's dad, Donnie, and my little sister, or brother, sorry, I'm not used to the pronouns yet. I'm really terrible with that. I used to have to put sugar in it because, acid reflux, it doesn't mix well with the sauce. You guys can obviously tell that it's rising up a little bit. That's what happens with stuff. I may have to move it to a bigger pot, which I do have one right there, just for the fact that it's rising up and I don't really want a big mess. Anyways, once I have all the sauce in here, I'll be able to add the spices. I usually don't do it like this. I usually add it into the sauce there, but I didn't because I ran out of time. Anyways, I'm gonna pause the video again and give you guys some more advice. Okay, so turns out I might have to use both the pots because all of this is not gonna fit in there. But basically what you want to do is have the sauce in here. This is a really good example. I'm sorry that there's water running in the background because I usually put water in the pots before I clean them. I usually actually don't even clean them whenever I do this, but my cousin just washed the dishes, so I'm just going to clean them. But anyways, you want to put water in the pots. That's what I usually do whenever I have stuff. I cleaned up the little noodle mess. There's some over here still, but I'll have to clean that later. You always want to clean up as you cook because it makes a big mess. I didn't obviously do that because I'm not doing that right now. But whenever you have like stuff like this going on, you don't dump the entire thing. You don't dump it in there. You just move it with the spoon, because it can make a really big mess if you just dump it in there. And I don't want a big mess everywhere, because this stove, I'm going to have to clean it. It's already dirty as it is. So I don't want to make it any more dirty. Now, another reason why I'm moving them is because it's easier to mix whenever there's a little bit of space at the top, like you guys see how it is. And I have to add the spices still, which is why I usually really hate not adding the spices with the sauce. I'm going to have to put them to heating a little bit, because the sauce didn't have a lot of time to heat up. So I'm just going to leave them to heat up a little bit. I'm just going to put it on low. Oh, wait, that's the wrong one. I'm going to put them on low, and I'm going to mix them around like every few minutes or so. Like maybe a little bit less than that, because the noodle's already cooked and you don't want them to stick to the bottom. Also, another thing, that's what the salt is for. And some people put oil in theirs, but I don't put oil in mine anymore, is because the sauce slips off of the noodles whenever you put oil on it. Like, you're supposed to use olive oil, but I don't have olive oil. I usually use vegetable oil, but I haven't been doing that because, yeah, that. But anyways, whenever you want to clean the dishes, make sure you put that in there, because that stuff will get stuck at the bottom, and you will not have a good time cleaning it out. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get the spices real quick. I have to get a step stool and stuff to get them out, unless I could get some of them from up here. But yeah, I'm kind of short, so I can't reach all the way back there. So I'm gonna go get the step stool, and I'm gonna get the spices, and they're gonna be put out right here. Okay, I just got the spices down. These are the ones that I usually use. So I use salt, pepper, parsley flakes, some Greek seasoning, chives, or I don't know how to say that, Italian seasoning, garlic powder, and Orgegiano, or however you say that. You guys are probably freaking out with how much stuff that I put in there, but I don't usually put that much. Like, I really like to use a lot of the Italian seasoning and the garlic powder, but otherwise I don't put that much stuff in there. Like, you guys are seeing all this and you're like, oh, well, you're putting a lot of stuff, that's going to be unhealthy. I don't put that much stuff in there. Let me move that. So basically what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to mix it, which I have to mix it anyways, because I have them on low heat. Sometimes I add a little bit of cheese in there so it tastes better, because this sauce is a little bit weird. I think it also has something to do with what I add into it. Sometimes, like, the sauce is really good, but I think that there's with this kind of sauce, there's a strong tomato taste a little bit. So what you're gonna want to do is you're not gonna want to add that much salt, because you already have salt in it, and there's gonna be salt in other things. Like, sometimes I don't even put salt. Oh, is this even? Oh no, it's. I have to use the other one. This one is not doing its stuff. I'm just gonna use this one. You don't want to put that much pepper in it, just for the fact that a lot of the stuff that you have right here, especially this right here, probably has salt and pepper in it. So I'm gonna mix that around a little bit. I really like to add the herb stuff, yeah. So I'm probably gonna add a lot of that. That's what I mostly put in there, like the Italian seasoning and stuff. That's mainly what my stuff consists of. I never size it out, by the way, which a lot of people think that that's probably going to be stupid. But it's not, because I don't put that much in there. I just put like a sprinkle. Like, whenever I'm adding seasoning, I don't put that much in there, to be honest, because you can't do that. Now, the garlic I might go a little crazy on. Like, yeah. It's garlic powder. What do you expect? If I had actual garlic, I wouldn't put that much in there, but now I'm just going to mix that seasoning together. I still have to put those in there, but I will show you guys the finished product. Okay, so this is the end result. I don't know if that actually looks good or not to you guys, but it's definitely a big favorite in the house. So I have all the stuff still out. I need to close this. That's the only thing I can just shove that stuff up there. Anyways, if you guys have any questions, make sure to ask in the comments. If you guys want me to do another video like this, I can. I just won't make these very often because I don't want this to become a cooking channel or anything. I don't even remember if I actually made any cooking videos before, but I will make some baking ones if I can. And I know that this is like really probably bad quality cooking material, but anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Maybe even try it out. And thanks.